Today I'm going to show you how to care for your brushes. I've got a couple of brushes here with acrylic paint on them. Now you need to remember that when you're working with acrylic, it dries really quickly and it forms sort of a plastic film, so you really need to be washing your brushes throughout your painting process. So have a pot of water beside you, and as soon as you've finished using a brush, give it a wash. I'm actually rubbing the bristles of the brush on the bottom of the container, which assists in getting the bristles clean, rather than just sort of jiggling it in the top of the water. Now, at the end of a painting session, it's always a good idea to use warm water and a bit of soap, and work the soap into the bristles of the brush in the palm of your hand like this. This way you make sure you haven't left any pigment in the bristles. Also make sure you wash all the soap out. Now what you can find when you're painting a lot with the same brushes is that you can start to get bristles kind of sticking out from the brush at odd angles. In other words, the shape of your brush starts to become rather ragged and unusable. So there's a really good way of reshaping a brush, and I'm going to show you what to do now. The first thing you do is you wet the brush, or if you've just washed it, that's fine. And you just take some regular paper towel and cut a long strip of the paper towel. Now you can see I'm sort of wetting that a little bit with my hands, and I'm going to fold it double. Now I'm wrapping this paper towel around the brush, and I'm starting over the metal part, which is called the ferrule, and I'm going to wrap going up towards the tip of the bristles. Now I'm not squeezing the brush, the bristles tightly with the paper, because that would squeeze them out of shape. I'm trying to preserve the shape of the brush throughout the wrap, but still put it on fairly firmly. When I've done that, I just use a piece of masking tape and repeat the same kind of wrapping action, taking it down over the ferrule so that it's actually held on. Again, I'm not squeezing the bristles. Otherwise I would actually make the shape of the brush worse, or I might twist the bristles if it's a round brush. Now you need to leave that to dry for maybe 24 hours, and then what you need to do is peel it all off. Now what you should find is that the bristles are back in place. You can see that this brush, the bristles are laying nice and flat, and it's ready to be used again.